The importance of digital marketing in healthcare industry is undeniable. At present, medical professionals, clinical practices deal with significant challenges to get visibility as an effect of competition. Hello, my dear healthcare warriors. I'm Dr. Sajjan Madapadi, digital healthcare consultant and the founder of Digital Healthcare Hub. The topics and timestamps are in the description below if you want to skip to any section of this video. It has actually ended up becoming vital to explore strategies for the modern day internet marketing for medical professionals that can lead to creating business leads along with proactively staying connected with the existing patients. Digital marketing for doctors can take a great deal of time, consisting of efforts to develop trust with the prospective patients. However, to boost the marketing strategies for small to large medical practices, they need to keep an efficient digital marketing plans for their practices. This video will give you the entire insight into the various online marketing tricks that doctors can easily understand and learn to build an online presence. So let's jump into our mind map to understand all the different steps of digital marketing. So this is the mind map which we'll be discussing. Actually, this is a premium program, that is digital marketing blueprint. However, we'll look into the some of the aspects of this program so that you get an insight into how you can ethically get into the digital marketing sector for healthcare. Okay, so now let me show you. So normally every topic in the blueprint we deal with 6 steps, that is self-assessment, set goals, create a plan, system and tools, auto action routine, and then analysis and scale. So this is how you're gonna understand each topic as we go further. Okay, so let me take you to the self-assessment first. Let us zoom in to the topic what we're going to discuss now, right, so that you have a better idea, right? So first understand ourselves or yourself on what's your current status with online presence, right? Basically digital marketing, and how are you able to reach your patients. So why doctors need digital marketing, right? So before we answer that, I have 3 things to ask you to do. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is Google yourself. Go Google your name, see what search appears, right? And then Google your business name, right, or your practice name, clinic name, or hospital name, and see what you find in the Google and where is your search results are. And then the third very important thing is Google your specialty near me, that is called as local searching. So now a lot of people, and including yourself, would have done it. So near me, after the phrase which you want to understand and find in the internet, you do near me, right? So find your specialty near me and see who are the top results and why you are not there in that particular results, and why you are not accessible in the internet, right? And then get into your social media profile and see how professional is it, right? Either you have your own professional profiles elsewhere separately, or if you have only your personal profile, so how professionally have you kept it? Because see, patients do due diligence before they come to you. So they're going to search you online, your name. They also going to search your clinic name or hospital name or practice name or any business name. They also going to try to see who is the nearest doctor to them or any healthcare professionals near to them. And then they also would like to know, either go to website or your social media profile. Of course, when you put your name, most of the times in the results it would be either your social media profile, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. These are the results which normally come if you don't have a existing great online presence currently, right? So this is the to self assess yourself, so see where you stand. Okay, and if you're not finding good results in this sector, then it's time to take action. Okay, right. So next thing what we'll be looking into the setting the goal. Now, why you have to get into digital marketing and why digital marketing is very important in healthcare sector and how ethically you can do that. That's very important because there are a lot of regulations by the regulating bodies on the marketing in healthcare sector. But yes, there are some areas where you can get into and make your presence online, and that also we'll be looking into in a brief. Okay. So now why digital marketing for healthcare or doctors or for you, right? So the three reasons why you can do it broadly. One is because you want to do it. Second, because that you want for the patient it has to be done. And third, because you want to compete in the market and be the leading person, so you need to do it. So let's see under the results of why you would want to do it, right? Right, the first thing is you want to increase the patient base. Yes, that's where you want to do it. Second, build a brand, right? You want to build a brand, brand building activities, streamlining your appointments you can do by that. Relationship buildings, either interactive with the patients or building loyalty also can be done by introducing digital marketing. You can get noticed in the digital area globally and evolve and grow as we are moving towards the more technologized or digitalized world, what I call it as. Okay, and now let's look into why you should do to impress patients, right? So what patients are looking forward to in this particular sector. Okay, so first, they want transparency by being online. Of course, you need to be very transparent, legible for everyone to understand and find you and choose why they have to trust you, right? The second thing is the trust. You need to build a trust by having your right positioning in the market. We'll look into that how, right? And informed decisions. So people want to take an informed decision and rather than someone said about you, right? Of course, the traditionally how doctors or healthcare professionals or hospitals used to get patients is through referrals. But now with the current digital age, things have changed. You need to empower patient to have an informed decision. Okay, you need to also, they want them their doctors and healthcare professionals, hospitals, clinics to be online to engage them in different platforms. So deep engagement is what is they also look forward to, which you can do using the digital sector, right? And of course there is a huge reduced cost in terms of healthcare and the travel and stay and second opinion interaction. A lot of things comes in place. So of course there is reduced cost. Quick access is what everyone currently in the era of digitalization is what everyone is looking into, and that's where you also have to be in the flow. The patient use the internet to do due diligence, that is to build the trust or to see should a patient has to go to you or not. They will do the internet research. The first four question what we asked is what even the patients will do, right? And to find you if you're there on the internet or not. Okay, and also what are the reviews and all those things, right? Now why you should do it for your competition, right? So the first thing is why you need to for do a conference, give you an industry edge. So it will give you an industry edge being online digital. Then referring doctor also do due diligence in the internet before they refer, right? They also want to know how visible you are, how trusted you are, how transparent you are, and how popular you are online, right? And being in online space and adding value to people through a digital medium, you can stand out among the competition is very important thing, right? And then you can product maintain and grow in the market share what is there, right? So you may have a particular patient base currently, but you can grow it in a more horizontal and vertical growth which you can have by having this particular digitalized sector. Okay, you can also protect and extend your professional reputation by being online and putting up all the research or conferences or anything which you are getting updated in the knowledge. you can share with the public, and of course it builds your reputation there. Okay, so these are the few pointers what we looked into from why it, any healthcare professionals would have to get into the digital marketing sector. Okay, so either because of you or patients or competition. And next, let's understand how do you create a plan, right? What's a plan for of action? Okay, so the plan is we have 11 topics. Okay, first is what you should do is every healthcare professional, either individual doctor or you have a clinic or you have a hospital or a healthcare center or anything you are and you are providing any services, first thing is you need to have a professional website. Don't think that you just have you are listed in the Google and Google My Business and directly you're going to get it. No, you need to have your professional website in place. Okay, and when I tell professional website, there are two components. So you have to get your personal branding up and then your business branding. Okay, so personal branding is you and your capabilities and your humanly interaction with the people is what personal branding will form you, right? Your recognition, and then you put that personal branding onto your business, that is either a clinic, a hospital, or your practices or center, where you can then piggyback on that and go and build with that particular branding, right? So both you need to have two websites, minimum two website is must, to have your own name website, how I have drsurgeon.com, and then your practice, hospital, center, or any of the business websites. Okay, so we have multiple websites in that area, right? So that's the first thing to do. Second is online visibility, right? Online visibility. So if you have to be online visible, what you have to do is you have to create content, right? You need to write about your experience, write a blog. This is called as blog, as articles in your website. So once you do a website, you need to add content to the website. So what I'm telling is you need to add more content to the website. So what you can add, right? You saw a patient, you had interaction, something was very nice and crucial which you want to share to the world. So you can write a story about it, keeping the sensitive informations aside. You can share rest of the information to the world so that they can also empowered and ensure you got some new knowledge or anything which you felt that you have to educate to the patients. You can write those content or videos and put it online, and that's where the search engine optimization, when you call it as SEO, it's called search engine optimization, which can get you great visibility in a long term process. Okay, so it's very important to do that. A third one is your local search visibility, right? As you see in the market currently, uh, we all do, like, restaurants near me, theaters near me, malls near me, all schools near me, all those things we do, right? Even doctors near me is what one of the thing. Hospital near me, clinic near me, it's one of the very common terms which everyone use. So if you do that, you have to be visible in that particular sector, and if you're not, you're missing on a lot of traffic, or what I call as leads from the internet. Okay, very important to that, and that you also have to do it. Okay, the fourth one is practitioner or business listing. So there are a lot of websites currently, competitors also, what you can call it as, you need to also have at least a free, not a paid profile. I'm not talking about paid profile. If you can, well and good, if it's adding value. If not, just be listed in all the online healthcare websites, companies. You get listed, just put there your name, like just even just dial. Also, just be listed in all the website. In the further discussion, we will tell you, if you get into the entire discussion, we will tell you all the platforms where you can put your names so that you get more visibility with that too. Okay, and then we have fifth, that is reviews from patients. Reviews from patients are very important. As of course there is some gray area from the regulations on this, but what you can do is, so till we have the clarity, yes, you can put up your reviews, but be clear on how you are using it. But when you want any reviews from any of the patients or any of their clients, you need to ask them, right? You cannot expect them to write by themselves. You need to means they will do it, but most probably they will miss it, right? So you need to ask, tell that if you felt happy with the entire treatment process, and if you can give me an review in this particular platform, that would add a lot of value in your business, right? And then you have professional and social media profiles, right? So when you tell professional social media profiles, what I call it as very professionally, you put all your activities in terms of professional, any camps, clinics, interactions, conferences, all the activities, or new content, your blogs, all this has to be put up in the social media, and that has to be professionally maintained, because people will do due diligence through your social media too, right? And very key and important point is the seventh point is you need to invest. I'm mark my word, invest in pay per click. I'm talking about invest. Okay, don't think it, because it has a psychological concept there, which we'll discuss in the further discussions. But you need to invest in pay per click, which is like you pay for one click, two click, three click, and nothing else, right? It's very simple and straightforward. It's in the Google marketing sector. If someone comes and clicks to your website or to your clinic, then only you have to pay. If not, you don't have to pay, right? So this is a very important strategy, and if you're not currently implementing this particular strategy, you are missing on a lot of things, right? And these are all very easy strategies, right? And if okay, let's finish and then I'll let you how easy are these. Okay, and next one is power of email connection, right? So just because you are not using emails to that extent, don't assume that entire world is not. Okay, so till current day relevance, there is huge number of people using emails and interacting through emails, because see, every webinar goes through emails, even other verification goes through emails. Anything which is required, you require email ID nowadays, and everyone, yes, skims through their emails, right? And it's very important to implement that even in your practice. Okay, having that email marketing structure in place is very important, and of course we'll tell you how to structurally do that in the later segments, right? Then what I call it as online cap. Okay, when you look into the entire current trends happening everywhere, right? So of course, what do you mean by CAM in healthcare sector, right? Being a computer medicine professional, so we used to do a lot of camps during my post graduation, and also during when I was to practice in the medical colleges. So we did a lot of camps, right? What we do in the camps, of course, we'll do a basic health checkup. Then mainly it's about health educating the people about what are the problems, and then interacting with them, right? And what I see is you can very easily build this camp through an online process, right? And yeah, so basically what I want to tell is like what you call it as webinars, but very interactively you can build it as an online and get your all your patients or public to an online medium or platform where you can live talk to them and interact them and educate them, and then empower them in taking their own decision on further treatment process. It's a very important, powerful tool. Don't miss on it. Okay, then to become a thought leader, you need to become a thought leader in this particular in your specialty of area. So how do we do that? You have to create a lot of content in that area, be active in social media, be active in your websites and content, and then you become a thought leader. Once you become a thought leader, you will capture a huge market in that particular section, right? And then we have something called as retargeting. It is more of a technical term, but what I would like to tell is by doing all these things, we are collecting a lot of data online, right? Data of your patients, interaction, their engagement, how they are interacting, what is their profiles, who are they, where are they from, what they're doing. That's what is going to happen by doing all these activities, and that's what we call it as in the current era, data is the new oil, right? As you can see, data is a new oil, and if you are not collecting data of your audience, basically what I call it is audience, directly or indirectly, you are missing on the huge game, and in the days to come you're gonna miss on a lot of things. And okay, I don't want you to get in that space, but yes, Currently data is the new oil, and if you're not investing in this particular oil, you're going to miss on the lot of things as you go ahead. Even the India government is also moving towards hugely into digitalization. You will see the changes in the coming days soon, right? uh, yeah, so that's what is it about the plans. We have around 10 steps plans which you can execute very easily. I'm talking technically, it is becomes very easy for you to implement this particular strategy and structures. Okay, so it's not so difficult, it's nothing rocket science, is very easy things. You don't have to pay no thousands of money. No people ask 30, 40, 50,000 rupees to just handle these things. I'm telling you, it's a very just system. They click 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 click, and you'll be able to implement this very easily. Okay, so that's the plan, and I'll let you know how to do it if you're entering into my premium programs. Right, so let me close this and show you the important point, that is identifying the end goal. So, you cannot just go ahead with the plan. There has to be a goal before we start the plan. The first goal which you're going to do when you're starting with your digital marketing plan, that is, first is you need to build your income. So, that is the first plan. That is a short term strategy. That's what we call it as. Once you build your income, and then what we'll do is you start building your influence, right? So second thing is start building your influence. See, most of the times people start with, if I tell internet and marketing and digital marketing, they directly get into influence building, right? Because it takes time. Yes, it's a great strategy, but you cannot start with the no level 2 of the marketing strategy at the beginning itself. You need to also start with the, you need to first start with your building your income strategy, and then move on to build your influence strategy. That's a long-term strategy. And once you build your influence, what is the third one is market domination. How you can dominate the entire market by positioning yourself in the market is what you're going to look into, right? It's a hybrid strategy, and how you can do it, we're going to do it in a detailed discussion later on as you go in the different in our membership, which we'll discuss later, right? So this is what is it, and these are three ways how you can strategize your end goal in by creating the plan. Right. So if I have to show you the entire, so this is the entire mind map we are going to have. That is the self-assessment. The first thing is self-assessment. Understand what we are missing and where are we, and then take the things forward. Second is set a goal. First, before going ahead, we have to understand why we want to do, what are the advantages, and how to get into this, right? And then third one is we have to create a plan. So what is the plan of action? This is the plans what we discussed, right? And then we look into the, how do you get that plan in action step by step. What are the steps to take that of it, right? Then we have system and tools, or what are the systems to use, and what are the tools where you can utilize this. And we're going to take you hands on in the further discussion, if at all, if you get into our premium program, okay, which we'll be discussing later. We have a link in the description below, or if you would like to go ahead and understand the entire how do you grow your healthcare practice online, if you look, or how you grow your practice not only online, but how you grow your practice by digitalizing, you can just click the link below and join to our live webinar which is going to come up. Okay, and action routine. So how do you make a strategy and take action systematically in daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly things what you're going to discuss, and how do you position yourself to scale to the next level. If you're having a clinic, how do you get into starting your own maybe a 10-bedded hospital or 100-bedded hospital, 1,000-bedded hospital, is the scaling of how you can do by using digitalization is what we're going to discuss in this further discussions. But of course we are not, because in this sector what you're looking at is why. Only the question is, what you're going to ask is why digital marketing for doctors is what we are looking, and this is where we are telling you these are the reasons on why digital marketing for doctors, and what are the steps you can take to get on digital marketing. And if you want to understand the way we do it and how we suggest implementing it, you can join our webinar and understand the digital growth blueprint and then take up the program. So great. So this is the overview. So just comment below what's your view on this topic, and I would love to respond to all of your comments. Yes, and thank you so much for allowing us to empower you in your healthcare practice to grow and scale, through which together we can impact millions of people's health. Thank you for your attention and time, and we'll see you in the next video to add more value to you and your growth in healthcare. Right? So with that, thank you. Take care.